All right, before we build this fire, we're going to need to gather some materials. So here's a couple things to consider when you are looking around the area for, wood to burn. So one thing, try to stay away from rotten wood. Any wood that's got mold, moss, stay away from that stuff, right? Again, to build it, all right? Later on, if you need to just keep heat going and running out of wood around the area, do what you got to do. But to start it, you're going to be very close to it. You don't want to be breathing any nasty stuff while you're starting a fire, especially if you're in a survival type situation. So find some decent wood, have some good tools that will help you manage that wood. So one tool that I like personally is the SOG camp saw. Again, not sponsored or endorsing it, but these guys are great. So if we can have a link to it later on, we will, just so you have a direct link to this guy. I got this for less than $20, and it is a champ. I mean, this thing is cut up, slice and dice through quite a bit of wood already, and it's still going strong. So one thing you do want to consider, especially if you collect something like that, the type of large branch structure, you're going to need something like this to cut it up with minimal energy. Energy is another thing you really want to consider when you're out in the woods. So don't be burning up energy trying to kick and stomp through things. And definitely don't try to set an entire tree on fire, hoping that you can part it out some way. It's not a good idea, nor is it safe. So make sure you have a way to cut up some wood. If you can't cut up the big stuff, stick to tinder and kindling that you can cut up, and just focus on feeding that fire as you need it. If it's just a small cooking fire, that's all you should need anyway. Fuel is really more for keeping the fire going. So if you need it for heat, however, you're going to have to find a way to get fuel in there. And again, if you don't have a tool like this, you're going to be hard pressed to get it done correctly. Also, try to pick, if you are going to get tinder and kindling, try to pick stuff that's on top, right? Sitting on top of the soil. It's most likely to be dry. It's not soaking in underneath with the leaves and all that stuff. So don't go digging for the little stuff. So try to pick from the top as much as you can. Also, what you will never do is cut an actual tree down unless you are in an emergency survival situation and you need that heat. Then if you need to, I still don't recommend it. There should be enough dead wood laying around for you to burn naturally. So if there is some odd situation and you have to take down a live tree, again, I don't recommend it, but you got to survive somehow. So if it comes down to it, I guess I don't see that being a thing, but you never know what environment you might end up in, what situation you might end up in. So just keep that in mind. Try to get the dead stuff off the ground first before you even consider taking down live trees. Trees are very beneficial, not just for the oxygen they put out. They provide great shade and cover from the weather and elements. And if you're like me and like setting up hammocks, they're great for that too. So I would rather not take down a live tree if I want.